All right, we're going to talk about triangle congruence. We're going to look at side, 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 and side angle side. So the side, side, side postulate, or SSS, is if three sides of a triangle are congruent to three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So here I have AB is congruent to XW, AC is congruent to XY, BC is congruent to WY. And so these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so now we're going to use side, side, side. So given side AB is congruent to side CD, BC is congruent to AD, I want to prove that these two are congruent. Okay, so we're going to start with the two-column proof here. So we have our statement, we have our reason. So the first thing I'm going to do is write down my given. AB is congruent to CD, BC is congruent to AD, that is given. Okay, so my diagram already has this up here. Well, now I just need to know that AC is going to match up. Okay, so do I know that AC is congruent to AC? All right, yes, it's reflexive. Okay, so now I know that these three sides are congruent to these three sides, and now I can write my conditional statement. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA by the side, side, side postulate. So all three sides were congruent, making this two congruent triangles. Okay, now the side angle side postulate is if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are congruent to two sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Okay, so here I have side, angle, side. Kind of think of it circular, so we kind of have to go in order. Side, angle, side. So these two triangles are congruent. So triangle IJH is congruent to triangle KML. Okay, using side, angle, side. So what other information do you need to prove the triangles are congruent? Okay, so we're looking here. So let's say I have these two angles. So I have angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. And what else would I need to show that these two triangles are congruent? Well, I already know that AC is congruent to AC, right? So I would also need to know that BC is congruent to CD, right? So I need to know that those two sides are congruent. If I knew that these two angles were congruent, I would need to know that these two sides are congruent, okay? So I always need two sides and one angle. Okay, so we're going to identify, see if we can understand. So if I draw up a triangle here, so here's my triangle, here's my second triangle. Can I, if I go like this, are those two triangles congruent? Okay, you look at it, you have side, angle, side, but here when we kind of do that circular approach, we have side, side, angle. They have to be in order. These, I don't know if they are congruent or not, okay? Because notice I have to have that included angle. What about now? Are those congruent? Yes, because I have side, angle, side, side, angle, side. These are congruent triangles, all right? Right? Are those congruent? Yes, they're congruent because of side, side, side. Even though this one looks like it kind of goes like this and this one goes like this, the opposite direction, those are congruent. All right. What has the elephant standing? Why was the elephant standing on the marshmallow? Because he didn't want to fall in the hot chocolate. How do you know when an elephant is under your bed? Your nose touches the ceiling. All right, so that's the first part of congruent triangles.